Number one question is going to be what may happen next. So we're going to talk a little about the trends we're seeing now. And the best time to plant an oak tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Looking at the past is good to learn, but it's also very, very important to look at opportunities of the day. And yesterday we started seeing reopening here in our own county of restaurants and things like that. We're looking at a national unemployment rate here. And if you look at the bottom right, unemployment during what we now call the Great Recession actually took 7 more years to get back to a healthy rate. Now, and you're going to see we are in a surge. It seems that we are selling higher than we ever have, and it's kind of a confusing thing until you look at this graph. And the next couple graphs are going to help explain how unemployment and earnings break down per industry. Again, would you have guessed in March and April and May that sellers would be getting more for their house this time of the year? And we talked about why. We're understanding a little bit more of the dynamic happening. There's the pent-up demand. There's the need to move your homes. There's still a need to buy and sell. And people are able to do that in general, to be what they call K-shaped recovery.
Many of the tenants have already been receiving stimulus checks, et cetera, been able to pay rents when I talk to landlords across the state. Now, as this goes forward, to speak to your graph, if those stimulants don't recur, or Juliet, as you said, if those folks don't get back to work, then we can see a loss of payment of rent.
Are we seeing a lot of forbearance and deferment of mortgage here in the Bay Area?
In the Bay Area, it's not quite anywhere near the national average. Most of the stability of the jobs in the local market is keeping forbearance down.
Low inventory competition, what are you doing to help clients win?
First off, with the high competition, I am seeing that I think in the last 6 offers I've written, 5 of them have been in multiple offer situations.
So pre-approvals are extremely important even to get inside of a house now. No open houses.
Market changes rapidly, sometimes neighborhood to neighborhood, city to city, week to week. And so that conversation, we just build on it.
Can we expect rates to stay low? What do you think?
Tough question, but in all honesty, I would say no. But we have to remember what the Fed does and what they're talking about does not directly correlate with mortgage rates. So while the Fed funds are staying flat, the mortgage rates might go up a little bit, but you also have to remember we are at the historic bottom.
Our sellers can get more money than they did last year. We don't know where it's headed, by the way. So right now I would say it's a great time to sell. But at the same time, the increase is happening because the buyers are able to get a low interest rate. So they're also winning by having lower payments than they would have a year ago.
Those of you I know, we have some buyers on the call who have been losing out. Don't give up. Stay in the market. There are always deals we find. There's always a buyer or seller situation that we can put together.
So we also weigh in all of that emotion, personal, the important things in life, that human element into these decisions, and will help guide with everything. And thank you, Michael Haig, our sales team here at the Kulda Group, and all of the Kulda Group. So thank you all. Reach out to us anytime for any of your questions or any follow-up that you guys have.